Hi world, welcome to Brian A. Law School, your go-to place for good governance and the rule of law. This is a continuation of the series, Letters to the Next President of the Republic of Kenya. To the next President of the Republic of Kenya, I promised you that you shall be hearing again from me soon, and this day I am privileged to be reading to you two letters, one from a Kenyan national and another from a neighboring country. Let's jump right into these letters so that the next president may understand what Kenyans and the international community expect of him or her upon election in the forthcoming general elections in the year 2022. This letter is dated the 14th of September 2020, a letter to the next president of Kenya. My name is JOYCE NYAGAH, a citizen of the Kenyan Republic, and below is my letter to the next president. I believe that nothing happens in life without God's will or permission. To the next president, God has anointed you for this position. You have found favor in his eyes and those of men. He has prepared and equipped you to lead. Mine is to urge you to be led by the Spirit of God rather than the flesh. As Paul wrote in Galatians, so I say, walk by the Spirit, and you will not gratify the desires of the flesh. For the flesh desires what is contrary to the Spirit, and the Spirit what is contrary to the flesh. They are in conflict with each other, so that you are not to do whatever you want. But if you are led by the Spirit, you are not under the law. The acts of the flesh are obvious: sexual immorality, impurity and debauchery, idolatry and witchcraft, hatred, discord, jealousy, fits of rage, selfish ambition, dissensions, factions and envy, drunkenness, orgies, and the like. Our country has suffered enough from all these worldly acts of greed, hatred, social injustices, and impunities, among others. Please, Mr. President, stand in reverence to the Most High God and know that you are not only accountable to the Kenyan citizen, but also to him. Remember, empathy and respect for the future generations forms the foundation of serving public interest. Mr. President, please ensure that you understand this basic foundation, since it will not only lead to truth to power, but also wisdom to power. Always wear a veil of ignorance by maintaining impartiality in order to create a sense of equality, quality, accountability, and performance during creation, adoption, or implementation of public policies. In addition to this, avoid ethical dilemmas or conflict of interest, since it will allow you to put the interest of the public first before your own when formulating or implementing public policies. As Immanuel Kant states, the concept of motive is the most important factor in determining, let me repeat, as Immanuel Kant states, the concept of motive is the most important factor in determining what is ethical. A moral action is one that is performed out of a sense of duty. It is high time, Mr. President, to be bold and of good courage, with an attitude of servitude and empathy. Be a visionary and be ethically upright, so that you can be a role model to the society and set the pace for the next generation of future leaders. JOYCE NYAGAH, citizen of the Republic of Kenya, writes to you, Mr. President, as above. JOYCE, I've read your letter, and indeed I agree that the next president should be led by the Spirit of God and not the flesh. Letter number 3, dated 16th September 2020, addressed to the next president of the Republic of Kenya. Dear Mr. President, greetings from a Tanzanian female, a change agent who is on her way to making a transformative impact on the lives of women and girls in Tanzania, Africa, and around the world. I am writing this letter to you, dear Mr. President, the next president of Kenya, because I am a woman who went through a lot of disappointments, discouragements, being undermined, never had a chance to be listened to, but also being regarded as a threat by men when attempting to do something that some other women will not dare to do. I am also writing to you this letter because I know that empowering women and girls and achieving gender equality are crucial in creating inclusive, open and prosperous societies. As gender inequalities persist in many countries in the world, including Tanzania and Kenya, I found that it is important for us to create new ways of addressing this issue in our country, our neighboring countries, and in the world. Dear Mr. President, our girls, all girls in Kenya, as it is in every nation of this world, including my lovely country, Tanzania, have the right to get quality education because of the impacts of educating these girls are astonishing. Dear Mr. President, according to the World Bank 2011 report on girls' education, a girl with an extra year of education can earn 20% more income as an adult. This increased income from each year of education from this girl means improved healthcare for her family, better nutrition, and improved living conditions. Apart from that, Mr. President, girls with higher levels of education are also less likely to have children at an early age, according to a report by UNESCO in 2013. Educated girls marry later in life, and unfortunately, more than 1 in 5 girls in Kenya is given to marriage before the age of 18, according to the global campaign group, Girls, Not Brides. Therefore, if she became educated, she will not get married early, and she won't be a child herself when she becomes a mother. These girls are as well less likely to have children at an early age. This is according to the UNESCO report of 2013. Not only that, but also educated women have a lot of know-how on healthcare, which in turn contributes to reduced maternal mortality rates during pregnancy, childbirth, and the postpartum period. Increased education of girls also leads to more female healthcare providers to assist with prenatal medical care, labor and delivery, and follow-up care. Skilled care before, during, and after childbirth can save the lives of women and newborns. This is according to the World Health Organization report in 2019. A literate mother has a 50% higher chance of her child surviving A literate mother has a 50% higher chance of her child surviving past the age of 5. This is according to UNESCO 2011. More education helps women make better decisions about prenatal care, basic hygiene, nutrition, and immunization, all of which contribute to healthier children. Mr. President, education for girls will have astounding results to the Kenyan nation and the world in general, as it boosts girls' opportunities and empowers them to be future leaders. Mr. President, women and girls need you as the head of state and government of the Republic of Kenya. There needs to be ways of promoting access and opportunities for women and girls and build the skills and confidence of women and girls to achieve their potential and have more influence over decisions that affect their lives. In a gender equal world, everybody wins, said Women Deliver Chief Executive Kaja Iverson. Mr. President, every Kenyan needs to win, and you have every power in your hand to initiate and suggest the best ways to reduce this significant inequality between males and females in education attainment, health outcomes, representation in parliament, and participation in the labor market. Dear Mr. President, you must be aware that Tanzanians and Kenyans are friends and neighbors ever since. Personally, I have been fortunate enough to develop more than 30 friendships from Kenya's great young leaders. I met these young leaders when we were selected to attend the Young African Leaders Initiative, YALI, Regional Leadership Center, East Africa, Cohort 39 program, where we attended 4 weeks of constructive, transformative, and network building programs comprising members from 14 countries in East and West Africa. I confess that as a young leader and a change maker who is ready to devote her time and resources to making Africa and the world in general a better place for everyone, YALI has really transformed. YALI has developed my leading, networking, and communication skills. YALI made me build professional and long-lasting friendships from young leaders in Kenya, Rwanda, Burundi, Uganda, Ethiopia, Sudan, Central African Republic, DRC Congo, etc. Above all, the YALI program led me to connect with a very true friend, my mentor, and a true definition of a young change maker. He is Brian Awonda, a citizen of the Republic of Kenya. Brian Awonda is an advocate of the High Court of Kenya, a member of the Law Society of Kenya, and the founding partner of Brian & Brian A Advocates, which is an international law firm that is at the forefront in the global fight against climate change, as well as a lead legal practice in championing the rights of humanity. Brian Awunda is also the founder of Brian A. Law School YouTube channel, an online educational program that teaches the public the principles of good governance and the rule of law. He is irresistible, untouchable, and for sure will be unforgettable when he is gone. The tremendous work that he has been doing and continues to do in Kenya shows how passionate he is to his nation, to the Kenyans, and to our planet. He is a true definition of a leader, kind-hearted and born-again Christian, believing in Jesus Christ as our Lord and Savior. The effort, hard work, and energy that he devotes in whatever he wants to accomplish shows how best he can be in whatever task that is given to him for the betterment of Kenyans, Africans, and our world. What if someday Brian Awunda becomes the next president of Kenya? What if he becomes the head of state and government of the Republic of Kenya? In my opinion, he is a true definition of a great leader who is in love with Kenyans. Dear Mr. President, the next head of state and government of the Republic of Kenya, the women and girls of Kenya need your hand, for they are always, or rather, dear Mr. President, the head of state and government of the Republic of Kenya, the women and girls of Kenya need your hand, for they are the keys to transforming the Kenyan economy. Ms. NURU LUGALLA, founder and executive director of EYA. I am writing straight from the land of Tanzania. And there, Mr. President, I read to you 2 letters from concerned citizens of the Republic of Kenya and Tanzania, advising you on what they expect from you when you take over this noble office. NURU LUGALLA, thank you so much for the vote of confidence and belief in me. But as JOYCE NYAGAH said in her letter, leaders are ordained by God, leaders are anointed and appointed by God. As God guides, so shall we live. For now, we just want to read these letters in drones and dozens and you name it. Thank you for guys who are already sending letters. You are hitting my email very well. That email is given in the description box below. I shall read these letters every day. Remember, we are in the march to read the first 10,000 letters and push for publication for these letters to be instruments of power. I read these letters on a first come, first served basis. A letter should abide by the rule of law. A letter should have your name and nationality. A letter should not be more than 3 pages long. And above all, these letters should be written from your heart. Again, you'll hear from me, Mr. President, as I read more letters from we, the people. From Brian A. Law School, till we meet again. Ciao.